Morning, everyone. Going to talk about a couple of different, the main thing today. We're going to start over. I'm going to talk about bold take I had yesterday that I think needs to be reiterated and also explained a little bit. It's that the Los Angeles Rams will win the NFC and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2022. Let me just give me a second here to share it on my personal, so that way we can make sure everybody that I know at least knows what I'm talking about a little bit, or most people what I know. As we move forward with this season and watching and get ready for the Super Bowl, we know all the facts of about how Patrick Mahomes is amazing and Tom Brady's going to another Super Bowl. But one thing I kind of wanted to bring to everybody's attention is the fact that number one, there is a lot to like about a guy like Matthew Stafford. And number two, you guys need to like and subscribe down below to make sure you guys get all the latest content from the Sports Brief podcast. Just kidding, but seriously, please like and subscribe down below. My second thing is this. Not only is he underrated, but he has been on a team that has never truly in any way supported him in terms of a solid defense, like a top 10 defense. The Rams have that now. So with the Rams, we covered the Rams trading Jared Goff and swapping quarterbacks and getting a couple picks. We covered all that in the live yesterday, so you guys should go check that out on our Facebook and our YouTube as well. But there's a couple different things that go into this. Number one, Jared Goff is just not the same talent as Matt Stafford. It's not. I'm not trying to be put Jared Goff down. I think he's going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. I think he's definitely going to bring some things, but he just is not the same quarterback in terms of talent as Matt Stafford is now. In terms of comparison, both, by the way, but were former number one overall picks. When we talk about talent now, through the first 5 seasons of Jared Goff's career, he's thrown for 107 touchdowns and 55 interceptions. Now, Matt Stafford is, in his own right, is been in the NFL for a while, and he's been on teams that, quite frankly, just haven't had that big of an impact for him. Jared Goff had the number one defense was arguably the number one defense this last season, and lost to the Packers. Now, I get it. The Packers were an animal in themselves this year. But because we don't know what's going to happen with Aaron Rodgers next year, because we don't know what is going to happen with the Buccaneers, I know Tom Brady's still going to be around, and nobody ever counts him out. They'll probably end up even playing the Buccaneers in the NFC title game. But my point is this. The Rams will win the NFC next year, and they will win it swimmingly, just because of how much of a quarterback jump they got in Matt Stafford. It's truly going to be something to watch, because if you think about it, Matt Stafford has been a one-of-a-kind player for a long time, and I will venture to say that he has one of the best live arms in the NFL, and possibly the biggest reason this man has slept on is because he's been on a team that just has not helped him out. Now, I know he's got weapons. I'm not disputing the weapons, even though I think the Rams have got weapons that will help him out. I mean, you talk about running backs and Cam Akers and Darrell Henderson and Malcolm Brown, but he's also got guys like Cooper Kupp, who's in the conversation for being one of the most underrated wide receivers in the entire NFL. But then you get guys like Robert Woods, a solid tight end, and Josh Higbee. I mean, there's a lot of weapons here for the Rams that I think will be accentuated through the awesomeness of Matt Stafford. And I think, again, Jared Goff is a good quarterback in his own, but I think Matt Stafford is really going to make some of these wide receivers and weapons blossom just because of how talented he is. And you got to take into consideration, again, I'm going to go back, the main reason I'm making this video is because of the weapons that the Rams have on defense. I mean, you talk about Jalen Ramsey, you talk about Aaron Donald, John Johnson was doing some things. I mean, they've just got tools and weapons all over this defense, and they are going to be a tough team next year as well. I mean, Leonard Floyd coming off the edge. You could go on for hours and hours about this defense, but because of the defense that the Rams have, and they've got a good quarterback now in Matt Stafford, and they had a good quarterback in Jared Goff, but they have an upgrade in Matt Stafford. Because of all that, the Rams will win the NFC next year, and they will represent the NFC in, I believe it's Super Bowl 56. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're going to win it. They're going to be in the Super Bowl of 2022. Matt Stafford's finally going to win his first playoff game. He's going to get the respect he starts to deserve because of how. The only thing I'll say about Matt Stafford is he's injured. He's been injured a bit in his career, but you just can't argue with talent. You can't. But so at the end of the day, Matt Stafford's going to get his love. He's going to get the recognition he deserves, and the Rams will win the NFC in 2022. Let me know what you guys think down below. Make sure you guys leave a like and a comment. Helps people find the show. I pray you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Go out and get, as we wait for a big showdown between the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. So go out and have a great Sunday. Have a great rest of your weekend.